Hey everybody, this is Brittany here from Surfing Waves of Light, and today I felt inspired to make a video about jealousy. So jealousy is a difficult topic for me. Whenever emotions come up that aren't pretty, cute, loving, it's usually something that I don't like to express, and all the more I had a instance where some jealousy came up, so I decided to channel on it. Before I do that, I just want to show you, because I'm very excited, I harvested some sweet potatoes and potatoes from my garden yesterday, and I'm really proud of both of these. I have never grown sweet potatoes before, so I'll give myself a little self-endorsement for growing sweet potatoes. And then now I'm going to channel about jealousy. So typically I just verbally channel, but this time I felt inspired to write channel, so I'm going to read you what I wrote, and then the guides would like to expand on that channeling, and I did this a couple days ago. So alright, here we go. And this is a channeling that was from Saint Germain and the Arcturians. They came through together, knowing how fragile my emotional state was at that time. Jealousy. Jealousy is a great gift of telling you a desire you have for your incarnation. It is merely a distraction. It is a way that your mind has used to cover your own self-frustration on why you aren't doing that thing. It's a defense mechanism. Beings on planet Earth often place people in their lives to have them give that being a strong reminder of an aspect of themselves that they want activated. Do not stress yourself if you are feeling jealousy. This emotion has been taught as a coping mechanism far and wide. You have all been bred into competition through your culture, your whole entire lives. Once again, you are learning how to practice joy for others and practice joy for yourself. Realizing that anyone you feel jealous of is merely showing you what is possible for your own life. If you see someone doing something cool, thank them for reminding you that you can do it too. If you think you can't do that thing, then there is surely an ego block and a greater message coming through, a fear or a trauma that you are getting ready to release. And jealousy is the first step. We all need inspiration, for we have separated ourselves from parts of who we really are. Alright, so that was the written channeling, and now I'm just going to bring through the guides so that they can expand a little bit more on this. Greetings, dear beings. It is I, Asante Germain, and I am pleased to connect with all of you. Today I wish to speak about ego actors. These are the emotions, feelings, and thoughts that are deeply embedded in your consciousness, that are not on the surface when you are going about your life, living joyfully, living happily, living in peace. And for many of you on this planet, you will go through periods of peace and then lowered emotions, peace and lowered emotions. And this is quite normal. And when you are in peace, at some point some seemingly external stimuli will come into your world it will bring up in you deeply seated, conscious or unconscious thoughts and emotions and ideas that you have held within you, ones that are in need of releasing. These, to this being, we call her ego actors. This being has yelled and cried, has felt jealousy and shame and fear, anger, and many other distortions that are not of the vibration of unconditional love. This does not mean she is a bad person. No. At this time, everything is coming up for healing. And so, when these ego actors appear, we do not wish for you to run from them. No, we wish for you to find a way to express them. We do not say you should yell at someone or that you should be mean or rude to other people. But do not suppress these emotions, these ideas, because in the coming up of them, in the sitting down and processing them, as this being did when she experienced jealousy, this is where the real work is. You see, what we have witnessed through the expression of this being is that she can block her anger and block her jealousy and block her shame when it is coming up. She can go on pretending that she is okay and happy, but this does not serve her. When these emotions come up, it is best for them to be processed and expressed, just like a unanswered email. It is best to look at the email and respond so that it is not hanging over your head, and so that more situations or more emails do not need to come to resolve that deeply seated thought in your mind. Do not feel like you are completely responsible for these thoughts and feelings. For example, this being often feels shame after expressing anger, after setting boundaries, or expressing anything that is not the vibration of love. She knows that her soul's intention is to be a loving presence in all situations. But what she forgets is that she is currently entangled in a spider web of lowered emotions. And so it is not that she is this free being walking around with no unloving ideas implanted in her mind. No, she is in the process of unraveling. She is in the process of untangling, as all you are as well. So as nice as it would be to appear on a planet and come from love and be love, that is not the current situation that you are experiencing right now. You came into this 3D earth world, and on some level you knew that you were going to be jammed up and highly implanted with very strong lower frequency emotions. And that part of your work, your whole life's work in this lifetime, is to allow these impressions to come up and to be released. And the process is not always beautiful. It is not always graceful. And that is okay. For where you come from, you live in grace and you live in beauty. And you did not come here to live in grace and beauty all the time. You came here to heal these wounds, wounds that have been planted within you for lifetimes, eons. And even though time is not real, in this scenario, you are living it, you are breathing it, and you are being it. So do not fear when you see an ugly, hideous aspect of yourself, such as jealousy. This being did not even wish to channel on this topic. She does not want to admit that she has feelings as these. And that is perfectly normal. You all yearn to be the bright, shining stars that you truly are. And we are so glad that you hold that deeply within your heart. But today, and on the days when these lower frequency emotions present, when these very irritating situations come along, know that this is not in waste. It is in the processing. And it is through the processing, the answering of the email, and the releasing that you can move on to the next level of vibration. As your vibration continues to rise, the lower emotions cannot stay. And so this being processing this jealous emotion, it will allow her to move on to the next level. And at the next level, many doors will be open that were once closed. Not closed because she did anything wrong. No, dear beings. Closed because if she was holding feelings of jealousy within her mind, her heart, and her energy body, she would have blocked herself from having a full experience through that door. You see, we wait to open doors until you are in the right body, mind, spirit complex, because we know what you came to experience. And so we hold you in your vibration, and really you hold yourselves in your vibration until you are ready, truly ready for the next door to open, because it is in that open door that the most valuable experiences can occur. But we will not open that door if you are not ready. So if these lowered emotions are coming up for you, whatever it may be, thank them, process them, be okay with admitting that you feel them. This being often feels shame after she's yelled at herself, someone else, after she's admitted that she has had a feeling that is not of love. She feels such deep shame, but that is where the forgiveness practice has brought its most value. She feels safe to express all emotions and truly be herself, whether it's with herself or with her beloved partner, Greg. This being and her partner, Greg, have seen some of their worst ego actors. They have seen some of the worst aspects of each other, some of these terribly, terribly conditioned habits, ideas in the mind playing out through their relationship. But fortunately, and thanks to A Course in Miracles, and also their commitment to raising their vibration, they have been able to hold space for each other, play roles for each other, and come out of it with more love and tender care than ever. We call these emotions, these expressions, ego actors, because they are not truly who you are, and they are certainly not truly who this being is. She is not jealousy or rage or anger or that being who broke a desk once because she was so mad. No. She is unconditional love. And the journey for her and all of you beings on this earth is getting back to that. And that was an idea that excited you when you were in the in-between time, when you were in unconditional love. And it is something that can still excite you now. So release any shame over any feelings that you have. We are not saying put them on other beings, but it is okay to release them. It is okay to see them. That burden is no longer yours to carry. The earth is truly lightening, and so are you. So allow these emotions, these ideas in the mind to surface. Find a process for yourself. Find a loving way to allow them to come through, and you will feel lighter, and you will see doors opening for you that may not have been opened before because you would have been too angry or too jealous or too upset or too guilt-ridden to experience them. But now, once you've processed them, you will not be. And it is joyful for us to watch you take that jealousy, that guilt, that anger, wherever it was stored in your body and energy body, push it out, process it out, and replace it with love. This does not always happen overnight. It may occur in a few waves, and that is okay. These ideas have been conditioned into you since you were a small child. Take the number of years you've been alive with these ideas and emotions, and then allow yourself some time for their full and complete release. And we promise, if that is your intention, no matter how sticky things seem, that day will come when that feeling, that idea is no longer truly a part of you. And we are here with you. We are your unconditionally loving cheerleaders. There is nothing you can do that would make us not love you. Let us say this again. There is nothing you can do. There is no emotion you can feel, no terrible thought, however disgusting, unpleasant, or unlovable it is, that would ever make us stop loving you. For you are a part of us, and we are a part of you. And so continue leaning into the loving aspects of yourself. And when you love yourself, you will be able to cry and bring these lower emotions to the surface. And just like a video game, it will break you in to the next level, the next door, the next race, whatever that is for you. And what a beautiful journey it is. We love you all so very much, and we appreciate you listening to our expression of unconditional love today. We want you to know that we see you and your fullest potential, and we will continue to hold that vision until you have realized it in the physical expression. We love you. Namaste. Okay, let me just open my computer back up. All right, thank you so much for listening to this beautiful channeling on jealousy, lowered emotions, and ego actors. I'm not always perfectly beautiful, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, and so this was a tough topic for me to admit and channel on, but those are the ones that I know have the most meat for me. So thank you so much. I would love to hear your comments in the comments below. Subscribe and share if you find anyone would appreciate this message. And if you have any other questions for my guides or for me about anything anything really, we would love to channel for you, because it is such a pleasure. It is truly such a pleasure. And yeah, love you so much. Have a great day.